The year is 1066. England is a land on the brink of change. King Edward the Confessor, a devout and pious man, has just died. Edward had no children, leaving the throne of England without a clear heir. This power vacuum plunged the kingdom into chaos. Several powerful men believed they had the right to be king. Who would seize the throne? Three men emerged as the most likely candidates. First, there was Harold Godwinson, a powerful English earl and a skilled warrior. Harold claimed that Edward had chosen him as his successor on his deathbed. Next, there was William, Duke of Normandy. William was a distant cousin of Edward's and believed he had the strongest claim to the throne. Finally, there was Harald Hardrada, the fearsome Viking king of Norway. Hardrada had old family ties to the English throne and saw an opportunity to reclaim England for the Vikings. Hardrada made the first move. He sailed across the North Sea with a vast Viking army and landed in the north of England. Harold Godwinson, newly crowned King Harold II, rushed north to confront the Viking threat. The two armies met at the Battle of Stamford Bridge, a bloody and brutal clash. Despite the Vikings' initial ferocity, Harold's English forces emerged victorious. Hardrada was killed and his Viking army was utterly destroyed. Harold had won a great victory, but his triumph was short-lived. While Harold was occupied in the north, William of Normandy saw his chance. He assembled a large fleet and sailed across the English Channel, landing at Pevensey Bay in southern England. Upon hearing of William's invasion, Harold had to make a difficult choice. Exhausted from the battle against Hardrada, Harold's army was depleted. Yet he knew he had to act quickly to stop William's advance. He marched his weary army south, hoping to catch William off guard. The two armies met near Hastings at a place called Senlac Hill. Harold took up a strong defensive position on the high ground. His soldiers formed a formidable shield wall, a tightly packed line of warriors with their shields interlocked. William's army, composed of Norman knights, archers and infantry, attacked the English position repeatedly, but the shield wall held firm. The battle raged throughout the day, with neither side able to gain a decisive advantage. As the day wore on, William, desperate to break the English resolve, devised a cunning plan. He ordered a portion of his army to feign a retreat. The Normans fell back as if in disarray, tempting the English to break their formation and pursue. Some of Harold's men, eager for glory, charged down the hill after the retreating Normans. This was the moment William had been waiting for. As the English ranks broke, the Normans turned and counterattacked, cutting down the exposed English soldiers. With the English line broken, the tide of the battle turned. The Normans pressed their attack, their cavalry and archers wreaking havoc among the English ranks. Harold, fighting bravely at the front, was struck down and killed. Legend has it that an arrow pierced his eye. With their king dead and their lines shattered, the English resistance crumbled. The Battle of Hastings was over, and William of Normandy was the victor. William's victory at Hastings had a profound impact on England. He was crowned King William I on Christmas Day, 1066, marking the beginning of the Norman Conquest. William's victory brought about significant political, social, and cultural changes to England. He established a new ruling class, replacing the Anglo-Saxon nobility with his Norman followers. French became the language of the court and government. The Normans also introduced new architectural styles, as evidenced by the construction of impressive castles, cathedrals, and fortifications across England. The Battle of Hastings was a pivotal event in English history, marking the end of Anglo-Saxon rule and the dawn of a new era under Norman rule.